All right, everyone, welcome to this episode of Delano Podcast News. On this episode, my guest is Mr. Gary Girard. He will be giving us news for What's Up Delano number 5 on our news for this new 2019. So stay tuned.
Well, Andrew, a Happy New Year to you and all the listeners. And on the note of New Year's, there were 5 cheerleaders from Delano who participated in Europe in New Year's parades. From Robert F. Kennedy High School, where Alyssa Manansala and Brianna Zatarain, seniors at Robert F. Kennedy High School, they were selected last summer at the National Cheerleader Association summer camp as part of the All-American group to participate in the London, England New Year's parade. And they left the day before Christmas, as did 3 Delano High School seniors, Ruth G. Galanta, the team captain, and Lupita Reyes and Lexi Chavez, co-captains at Delano High School. And the Delano group traveled to Rome, Italy, and all those 5 cheerleaders saw lots of sights while they were there, and will have plenty to tell their classmates when they return to the classroom, along with high school and elementary age students from Delano on Tuesday, which is January 8th, if I'm correct, because January 7th will be a holiday for the elementary school, and the high school staffs will report for that day, but the students are not back in class until Tuesday. Glenda Muldrow is a Delano High School alumna, and I've known her since she was in high school with her twin sister, Linda, and also I knew her brother, Robert. She's a 1981 Delano graduate. She's been employed by the high school district for 37 years. 2 years she was associated student body secretary, and for 35 years has worked in attendance, 16 years as attendance clerk, and the past 19 as attendance secretary. But when the new year begins in the district, she will be leaving her attendance position to become the library audiovisual technician and textbook clerk, still at Delano High School as approved by the school board in December. And since 2012, she's been a voluntary assistant on campus as the advisor for the Black Student Union, and volunteer job she plans to continue until her retirement, which she says will be in about 3 years. Glenda is also involved in Delano's Relay for Life, and she is a tri-chairman along with Rosa Lugo and Janet Rabinall. And starting back in August, the local Relay for Life committee has raised more than $15,000, which places the Delano committee second in the nation in earnings for the 2019 event, second only to Bakersfield. And Delano's committee met on December 6th to launch plans for the 2019 event. For the high school district, Jason Garcia, who served as the interim superintendent of the district for several months, has been named the new superintendent of the district. His appointment was approved at the school board meeting of December 11th, about a month after the retirement of the past superintendent, Dr. Terry Knuckles. Garcia is a graduate of Highland High School of Bakersfield and Cal State University, Bakersfield, where he gained a bachelor's degree in history and a master's degree in educational administration. After 4 years in the Kern County Probation Department, in 2003, he began teaching history at Delano's Almond Tree Middle School. He was then vice principal at Cecil Avenue Middle School and Lavinia Middle School, and at Valley Vista Elementary School. When Robert F. Kennedy High School opened in 2008, Garcia was for 3 years assistant principal, and then for 2 years principal at Valley High School. After a 2-year period as principal at Robert F. Kennedy, he became assistant superintendent for human resources in the Delano Union School District, and then starting in 2016, he was associated superintendent for the high school district. So Garcia is very familiar with education locally and with both the elementary and the high school districts. Well, with that January coming around, it reminds me that the first meeting of the new year for the Delano Harvest Holidays will be on Thursday, January 10th at 5:30 p.m. at the Chamber of Commerce office. And according to Alice Luque Duarte, the chairperson, she said earlier dates were given wrong for the 2019 celebration. This year's event will take place October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The Delano Lions Club closed out its 2018 functions with an annual Christmas party at Perco's Restaurant, and a special guest among the 25 persons in attendance was a longtime Lion who I knew for years and who's had 3 children who I had as school newspaper students, and Lion Harold Nelson, who has more than 60 years of perfect attendance, was the guest for that event. The Delano High School District, at its first meeting in December, installed Lionel Reyna as president and Art Armendariz as clerk of the board. Reyna, Armendariz, and Eloise Carrillo were all sworn in as board members at the December 11th meeting, and they were all automatically put positions on the school board, as there is no opposition for their positions. The board and many approvals of sites approved a new Raptor system with alert monitoring service and the annual software access for Delano High School. And it's a service that's already been put in the elementary school district. It makes a screening possible of anybody trying to enter the campus during the school day. The Delano Chamber of Commerce on Saturday, January 26th, in the multi-purpose room at Randolph Street and 20th Avenue will hold its 9th annual Delano Crab Feed. $60 entry fee includes all you can eat, which includes crab, chicken, pasta, rice, salad, and bread. Tickets are available from directors of the Chamber of Commerce or at the Chamber of Commerce office on High Street. And on a recent visit to the Chamber, I noted that Ross Hampton was there, and I said, "Oh, I hear you will be the cake auctioneer." But he said that he was going to have surgery and he'll have to pass on taking up the task this year. Well, Delano High School will have a new football coach probably sometime this month. The next Delano coach succeeding Mario Bundes, who resigned from the position in December, will be the 27th varsity head coach for Delano, which next fall will begin its 100th year of football for the Tigers. And I spoke today to Athletic Director Albino Duran and Principal Renee Ione, and they reported that they'd already interviewed 5 candidates for the position. They have other candidates who will be interviewed, and Duran reported he'd already received 9 other phone calls from interested persons. Well, Delano High School's Football Hall of Fame is being changed this year to Athletic Hall of Fame. And they'll have their annual event, the 11th annual event, on Saturday, June 15th in the high school cafeteria. And this year, they will honor in football past football athletes from the 1980s and 1990s. And the ones who gained the most votes were Arminio Camet, Osvaldo Orozco, Brandon Holthouse, Jason Morales, Lowell Sires, Benny Farinas, John Orozco, and Shade Staples. And the ones for the other sports will be selected from the years 1970, 71, 72, 73. And those honorees will be for baseball, Louis Perez Leon, Steve Oddap, and Ed Fruta. For golf, Paul Caceres. For track and field, Jeff Beck, Clifford Dunn, and Gary Jenkins. For wrestling, Pete Nubre, Mike Peavyhouse, Julio Morales, and Alvin Shirley. And for water polo, basketball and swimming will be Mark Fernando, and for water polo and swimming will be Gus Ortiz and Jim Regan. And the big task of the group is to find contact with those people, and some of them are going to be easy to reach, others are going to be very difficult. So anybody knowing their whereabouts or how to contact those people is urged to call the committee chairman, Monty Marshall, at 661-725-7541, or committee member Jerva Wynn at 661-565-5609. Well, Robert F. Kennedy High School recently honored some of its athletes, and some of those named were Alfredo Rios, most valuable for cross country, with Patrick Espinoza, the Thunderbird of the Year, and Oscar Batista, the Coaches Award winner for boys. And for girls cross country at Kennedy, Brittany Arceo was the most valuable, Crystal Pimentel, the Thunderbird of the Year, and Elizabeth Lopez, the Coaches Award winner. Brisa Gutierrez was MVP for girls golf, with Karina Adami winning the Coaches Award and Jasmine Reese named the most improved. In varsity girls tennis at Kennedy, Maribel Arredondo was most valuable, Jennifer Hernandez most improved, and Daniela Martinez the most spirited. For JV girls tennis, Nerlin Kapelak was the most valuable, Valeria Fajardo most spirited, and Linda Santiago the most improved. For varsity volleyball, Yoselin Gonzalez was the most valuable. Marisol Gonzalez and Brianna Garcia shared the most improved award, and Alondra Patino was the most inspirational. At the JV volleyball level, Janelle Ramos was most valuable, with Alexandria Camacho, the Coaches Award winner, Ashley Ramirez the most improved. And for freshman volleyball, Yvonne Araujo was most valuable. Crystal Paniagua won the offense award, and Brittany Sandoval won for defense. The Bakersfield Californian recently announced its all-area athletic teams, and some of the recipients honored were Jennifer Gutierrez, who is a cross-country runner for Delano High School, was honorable mention, and the section champion Robert F. Kennedy football team, having the most success in its school history in football, had several nominees. The head coach, Mario Millon, was named Coach of the Year for the all-area team, and named to the first team on offense were senior lineman Ivan Garza and senior running back Tyreek Walker, and named on the second team offense was senior Yokani Sandoval as offensive utility. And the last item we want to mention, the Delano Sports Dinner will take place on Saturday, February the 9th at the Delano Elks Lodge, and there will be a Person of the Year revealed, a special award winner, and the speaker for the evening will be Tony Mendez, who has led Cesar Chavez Titan boys soccer team to 2 consecutive section championships in that sport, and he will be talking about his squad and about the soccer team in general. And those tickets are available for $15 a person for the public, from any director of the Delano Youth Foundation or from Director Jinda Adkins at the Delano Chamber of Commerce office. And that rounds up some of the information from Delano activities as we move into the year of 2019.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Girard. That is a lot of information. Sure, there's plenty much more out there. I did hear a little bit from in regards to some new construction that we have out there over there by Starbucks, I believe, where the Starbucks area
Harbor
is.
Freight.
Yeah, Harbor Freight.
Building a new building, and then across the way, there's a lot of dirt that's been hauled in, and I'm not quite certain what that might be the future site for.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that's going to be a future site for, but I do know that the area right there between Platte and Fastenal is planned to be a Harbor Freight tool. So that's going to be another good business coming into Delano. I'm just looking forward to more growth and more to come into the city of Delano.
That sounds good to me.
So with all that said, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much, Mr. Girard, and we will see everyone in the next episode. See you.